T3 Media.
Through the media.
Welcome to Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to like and subscribe and send in those questions and comments. We want to hear them. I'm Amanda Pearson, and joining me today is Chris Fagan.
So, I mean, right now she's acting all nervous and stuff, acting like she hasn't done this before, like didn't help create the show the way it used to be. But guys, you know us, you know Amanda. So stop acting so weird. Guys, remember to stay active in the community. Send us those topics, the stuff that we want to hear. We always like to talk about it here on Why Is That Trending? And the way you can do that is by mailing us at mail@t3medias.com. Don't forget, you can also catch this show on podcast as on iTunes or on SoundCloud. But for now, we are going to get started on what's trending today. So, guys, as you can tell, this show isn't airing when it usually does. We're doing just an impromptu, show. Amanda was able to join me today for the first time in a long time, and I was like, I'm not going to pass that up. So, you know what? Before we get into that, let's just shoot the shit. Like, what's up? How you been? What's going on?
Good, really good. I mean, considering quarantine, but I've been super busy with work, and I guess in a nutshell, I'm doing just a couple things. I'm writing for a pilot. I'm actually writing for a feature SAG film as well, coming out next year. I'm also in the process of getting ready to shoot 2 different films this year. Hopefully will come out next year. It was postponed for a little bit, but I've been kind of just like practicing my lines and getting ready for that, which we should be shooting in December. Just all over the place. I finally was done. I finally finished editing on a SAG feature film that will be coming out next year. So it's just been crazy.
So just lounging around, just pretty much just nothing new. Just
nothing. Yeah, I'm just lazy.
Nothing. Welcome back. We're gonna have a little. Like I said, this is like an official episode. This is like episode 147, I believe it is. And instead of just making this just a one and done, like a clip kind of a thing, I was like, you know what, let's just do a actual episode. There's some stuff that's been going on, and me and Amanda, we like to talk about weird stuff. So also, this is kind of a foreshadowing of the things that's to come, and I'll talk about that later on, because the topics that we talk about here on the show have been going to the entertainment news part of it, which we will still be doing. But the things that are going to be coming in the future that we've kind of been hinting to after we hit 5,000 subscribers is going to be a little different. And it's kind of the stuff that me and Amanda are used to talking about. Amy will also be included in that. Sean, hopefully, whenever he's not too busy, will also be coming back on the show. JFS, the reviewer, says he wants to join that. So as the show starts to expand, you'll see. I'm not going to give it all away right now, but this is kind of the topics that we're going to talk about today is kind of what I'm hinting at towards in the future. So stay tuned for that, guys. So I'll stop boring you with those details, and let's just get that out the way and just move on as normal to the first trending topic of the day for Why Is That Trending? And number 1 on the list from the Insider, Kylie Jenner is facing backlash after showcasing snapshots from a recent trip to Paris, a destination that has prohibited American tourists amid the coronavirus pandemic. On Saturday, the reality TV star shared a series of Instagram photos in which she is shown in a spot overlooking the French city. Amanda, when you first heard about this, what was it? The rage that went through your mind? What happened when you saw this?
I was more just like jealous. I was like, man, live your best life.
You're not upset? You're not one of the outraged?
I might get, backlash for this or something. But I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Like, I feel that, of course, I can't speak for everybody else, but at least for me, I know that, I don't want to spread anything to anyone. God forbid. No, I would never want to harm somebody. But I also don't associate myself with people in close quarters that have an illness or have something like that's, that could possibly harm them if they, they ended up getting COVID or anything like that. So I personally try to stay away from people and family and stuff like that I know that I could put at risk. And I only associate myself with people that are okay with it. And I don't want to completely stop my entire life, because especially with the jobs that I'm doing and my career in that sort of arena, like I can't really just stay home. I still have things that I need to do, but again, it's hard because you really, you only have one life, and to literally put it on hold for who knows how long this is going to last is just.
No, I understand that, and I can see it both ways. I can understand people saying exactly what you're saying, but I can also understand the outrage. It's probably mostly just like you said, like the jealousy. Like I wish I could be out there doing that. But
but like. You can't. American tourists can't go. How did you get there?
Exactly, and that's exactly where it's coming from. Most people are like, so this billionaire she can hop on a charter flight, I guess, and on a private jet, and just go out there, and then go. Not only that, but also like vacay, like it's no big deal. Oh my God, there's no lines here at Euro Disney. I wonder why. It's so awesome. But
for the whole park to be closed so I could go.
Exactly. So she gets to enjoy all that social distancing, like at the Eiffel Tower and all that other stuff. So it's kind of, I can understand people would be pissed. It's like, because right now America is banned from taking commercial flights. So it's like, how did she do it? Is that doesn't cover private flights? Like what the hell was it? Or was it for work purposes? And she just happened to be there and was like, you know what? I want to just go out and see the city. Like what was the reason why? Did she quarantine herself for 14 days before going out there?
I actually heard that like Eiffel Tower and all of those types of tourist attractions, I know for a while, like photographers and those type of people in that industry were able to go to just kind of take their content or something. Like even though a lot of people weren't able to go, I heard that there wasn't a restriction for them if they were going for business or something. So there was some sort of loophole. So then you have all of these photographers being able to take like these gorgeous pictures where no one was there. So I don't know how that ended up getting approved. I have no idea. For her, at least, for Kylie, I believe she probably took a private plane, so she's not really hurting anyone doing that. And then everywhere she's going, she's probably stuck up somewhere in a private suite in fucking the hills or something of wherever this place is. I don't know. Probably. But I don't feel like she's really putting anyone in risk. Based off of celebrity, they have to be secluded anyway. So I think more, I'm just mad because, I don't get to do that. So it's more like of a jealousy thing than like you're killing people. I honestly don't think.
You know what this is really about? People are like, it's probably mostly just people who already were just predestined to hate Kylie Jenner. Anyway. The who?
Or hated her anyway.
And yeah, people that was already predestined to already hate her already from day one are just like, first the WAP video and now this. Kylie needs to be canceled. Okay. I just feel like it's just like, let's just pile on her on 2020. I don't know.
I think that she gets so much backlash anyway, even before any of this. I previously watched some of her reality TV show. I've never really watched the Kardashians or anything like that, but I had it on Hulu and like, I think
what's her show called? Like Kylie Knows Best or something, or Rise and Shine or something.
I don't know what it is, but I know it like came on after a show that was ending on mine. Hulu like suggested it or something. And I was eating and I was like, I have 30 minutes and I don't want to like put like a show that I want to actually watch on. So I put her stuff on and I saw a bunch of stuff where like she's like, this happens to me, this happens to me. People, I guess she got really I guess something happened where someone was buying her fake makeup products or something. Like she sells the real stuff, but somehow someone got a hold of like
a bootleg
and like the labels, and then they were selling her stuff in China or something, but it was like stuff that made somebody's mouth like swell up, and they had to go to the doctor and all this stuff. So she was getting blamed for that. But the thing is, these people were buying them not in the stores that she was manufacturing or selling them. They were just buying them like in, off of like Wish or something. And she's like, I don't sell my products there. So that's like not my fault that you're buying them from there. And like she was trying to say like that like it wasn't her fault. It was just like people just kind of got a hold of it and stuff. But
she got the blame for it.
She's like, so she got like really, because I use her makeup. I like her makeup. Like, I get it from Ulta though. That's where she sells them. Because if you go to Sephora, they're not sold there. So you got to think like, if you're trying to buy it off of something else in Target, that she doesn't sell stuff there. So that's going to be a generic fake off-brand.
My product isn't sold in Target for the everyday woman, okay? It's not
only Ulta. It's not even Sephora, because I was like, because I buy her lip liner and her lipsticks. I really like it, and I went to Sephora and I was looking for the lip liner, and they're like, yeah, only Ulta sells it. I was like, okay, so that makes sense. But yeah, so I don't know. They were getting it online, some off-brand like website or something.
You probably maybe that's the real source of the hate for Kylie Jenner. It's probably all that, but and then the WAP video just cemented it, and so it's just I don't know. I guess me personally.
People are so mad because everyone thought she was going to sing or something, and all she did was walk into a room. That's it.
In the video that we're talking about, that's all it was. No. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like you said, it's just people that are just people predestined to. I can understand the outrage on it though. I mean, America's banned from this country, and you're like, I'm an American, I can go check this out, So it's like, all right,
privilege thing. It's the more of the she's privileged, and it should be allowed to whoever or shouldn't be. Like a pandemic is a pandemic, and I don't care if you have so much money, you still should not be able to do what other people can. That's why people are angry, and I totally understand that.
I totally understand. Yeah, I get it. But guys, let us know what you guys think about this. Are you one of the people that's like, screw it, who cares? It's nothing. Or if you're like, no, she ruined the WAP video, she shouldn't go to Paris. Put it in the box.
She's ruining the world.
So put it in the box below and let us know what you guys think. All right, you ready to take on the next trending topic?
Okay, so this is from What's Trending. British singer Adele has landed in hot water as she was recently accused of cultural appropriation. The Grammy Award winner was photographed celebrating the Notting Hill Carnival Festival, which is led annually by British West Indians in Kensington, London, to commemorate Black cultures. However, the singer drew flack after she posted a photo of herself from the festival wearing a Jamaican flag printed top with hoop earrings and a bantu knot in her hair. Happy what would be Notting Hill Carnival, my beloved London. She captioned the photo.
You know what I didn't realize? I think maybe the thing that probably really upset people was the hoop earrings. There's a stereotype for black women that
hoop earring.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on the Jamaican bra with my hoop earrings. There we go. It would have gone on if it wasn't for the pandemic. And then she decided, and instead of celebrating it, she decided to just put that on and take a picture. Got it. But I don't know why, but I feel like Adele should know better. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a London thing. I mean, it's like sometimes they forget all the colonies that they took over. Like they went to England and they went to India and took over and like totally changed the culture out there. And then they set up shop in this country and took that country. And I think, I don't know. I just feel like, and if I didn't know Jamaica was one, I guess I'm not up on my history. Jamaica was one of these countries, and she's caused a lot of uproar because she's like taking a historically black culture and just making it and taking it and just putting it out there. I know there's a lot of people who will do something like that not realizing that they're making a huge mistake. But I feel like Adele, since she's like always on the R&B charts and the soul music that she's singing, I think she should know better than to.
Because she is on those charts, she feels like, I got it, I got you.
Yeah, it was probably coming from a good place and whatnot. But
of course. I don't think it was coming from a bad place because it was saying she was celebrating.
Mm-hmm. I thought we were just having fun. I'm like, this is not. But with everything that's happening today with blackface and all that stuff, people should just know nowadays if you're famous, people are going to be looking for any excuse to
back you for anything.
For anything, yeah.
You can't even ask a question when you're not famous about maybe something that you didn't know was going on.
Right.
I will say I got into a horrible debate with these two women because there was a picture where there was like 4 men on this picture, and there was like 3 white guys and like and then a black guy. Mm-hmm. And it was saying like one is living his best full life, one is in prison, one is dead, one is this and stuff like that. And I only knew like one of the guys on there, so I was just confused because I asked the question. I was like, who are the other 2 guys? Like, genuinely just curious because it just showed their pictures, and I just didn't know because I'm not into watching the news and stuff because I like to be happy, and like that shit is just negative and it just brings me down, and I just want to, I don't want to be
just constantly just watching Corona every day, right?
Ignorant either, but I also don't. I just know that I get like really bad anxiety with stuff like that. And just for my own mental health, I just try to stay away from it. And it's nothing personal, but I don't ever want to sound like, like I don't know or I don't care. I guess that was the thing. And I just asked like who the top 2 guys were because I didn't know. And then, I got chewed out because they're like, oh, why don't you watch the news, you idiot? Or like, how could you be so insensitive? And like, how do you not know who these people are and all of this stuff? And it's just like, maybe you should just do your research before you ask that stupid question and all of these things. And I was like, I would actually,
you can't genuinely ask a legit question anymore. It's like,
And I was like, first off, I wasn't asking any of you. I was asking my friend that I thought I could ask because this is actually like a close friend of mine too that posted this. Yeah. So I wasn't asking any of those people. And I don't feel like I would have to dig up a whole bunch of research when I could have just literally asked the question because he knew who it was because he posted it. So of course he should know who it is, right?
Did you do that? Did you answer back at him like that, or did you just ignore it?
Oh no. No. I no. Sorry.
There we go. And we're back.
All right. No, I know I gave her an earful and like we went back and forth because I was just like, all right, bitch. Sorry,
sometimes you got to. I'm always nowadays trying to stop myself from doing that a little bit more lately, but sometimes you just can't help it. And I don't recommend Adele do that. I feel like
I just have an anger temper. Like I have a temper issue, so like. And I felt like I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I asked a question, are we not allowed to do that? I said nothing about like.
I would have got super sarcastic with him. Like, I'd have been like, excuse me, ma'am, but can you tell me the name of my next door neighbor? And he's like, no, I don't know your next door. Exactly. So, maybe people don't know every fucking thing, So.
Right, yeah. And that's what I was saying. And I pretty much, I was just like, look, what I told you, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't associate myself with being, like all caught up in news and all of this stuff. Obviously, I know the big stuff that's going on, but I feel like the pictures of these guys were from like a while ago. Like it was nothing new or anything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
sometimes, you're right. Sometimes it's just you just don't realize it until after everybody's already told you how angry it made them and stuff. So I'm sure Adele's probably gonna be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I love Jamaicans. She's gonna maybe next year she's gonna have a Jamaican boyfriend for a couple of years and then prove how much she loves Jamaicans. But she'll what?
I said, she'll be like, my boyfriend's Jamaican. I have an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, Adele, don't do that. Don't ever. I always tell people all the time, like, don't try to hide behind your spouse or something like that. That's like those politicians that get caught cheating and they get their wife and make her stand next to him while he's giving that apology and stuff and whatnot. So I always tell people like that, like, I don't care that you dated a black guy before. It doesn't mean that you can't say anything inappropriate or something like that. So I'm sure she won't do that. I would laugh though. I would laugh if she tried it. Yeah. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to solve this problem right now. I'm going to go out there, get me the first Jamaican guy I see, and I'm going to prove to you that no, don't do that, Adele. I don't think she'll do that. No, her publicist is going to get ahead of it, write a statement. She's going to apologize. She's going to come up with a new album, and then everybody's going to forget all about it. That's how I feel. That's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to stay mad at Adele.
Especially because I don't feel like she was just trying.
She was just trying to show off that new body.
I think she was just trying to be festive, honestly, like, and say like, okay, like, people might wear stuff like that. I mean, we
wear American flag bikinis out here all the time.
The thing is, it's like, if you go to a festival or if you do anything like that, Renfest is a great example. You're dressing up as medieval because it's a festival and that's the theme, right? No one says like, oh, that's fucking racist, or like, is oh man, you're dressed up as someone who owns slaves or something. Like, it's supposed to be meant for fun and having people together and come and celebrate stuff from history and everything like that. So I just don't like when people make it like they turn something in that was supposed to be happy and bring people together into something like this.
Well, annoys me. And at the same time, I don't know the complete. I admitted it from the beginning of the conversation that I don't know the complete history between whatever went down between England and Jamaica. So maybe there's a whole thing, and that goes to your point right there. I haven't boned up into that history of it. I'm one of those Americans that doesn't know what the history between England and Jamaica is. So maybe there's a whole thing. And if that's the issue, then yeah, okay, I can understand people getting upset about it. But if
anyone knows, please
put in the box. I don't mind. Put in the box below, educate us, and say, Chris, Amanda, this is what happened. But okay. I'm gonna edit that part into it, and that hoop earrings thing that we just talked about. I'm gonna put that at the beginning of it. No,
I like that.
I'll put it together. But yeah, that's really where it began, probably. What, hoop earrings? Okay. All right, guys, let's go to the next trending topic of the day, and it comes to us from CBS News. Netflix has made changes to the images used to promote a French film called Cuties. After an online petition urged the streaming service to remove the movie from its platform, the movie, which won a directing award at the Sundance Film Festival, follows an 11-year-old who wants to join a dance crew. Amy, through an ignited awareness of her burgeoning femininity, propelled the group to enthusiastically embrace an increasingly sensual dance routine, sparking the girls' hopes to twerk their way to stardom at a local dance contest. The synopsis from the Sundance reads, Amanda, you have Netflix, right? Have you seen that thing advertised? I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen it advertised.
You have or you haven't?
I didn't read the synopsis. And you're listening to the right a little bit. You're off center there. There you go. You're back. Okay.
No. I can't see myself.
Okay, no, you're good. Yeah, that's perfect. I didn't read the synopsis or anything like that. But I kept seeing that, when Netflix is like on that default setting, like a screensaver mode, when you're not doing anything and it just starts flashing random thumbnails of their shows. I would see, that picture of all these, like, I guess 11-year-old girls, and they were like posing in that weird, way, like they're like, are they trying to? Is this a show about 11-year-old girls trying to be like sexy and stuff? Like, what is it? And I would notice that, but I never like read about it or looked at the synopsis, and that was the first time I ever like read what that show was about. So I can tell now why people probably wanted that off, and because if that's the way the synopsis read, like this is the trailer, like this is coming soon to Netflix, to see these 11-year-old girls twerk their way. Like, what the hell? Did they really say that? That's crazy. So
a little bit exploiting, but it is a French film, so
Kylie Jenner and that was out there producing it probably.
Right? That's why she's in Paris. But yeah, the French, they're very provocative. So
we start working at 10.
Yeah, they don't care. but I'm surprised that it was approved through over to Netflix.
Well, Netflix does. They gobble up a lot of foreign films and a lot of foreign stuff. So I'm not surprised that they. I'm just surprised that they brought this one. I mean,
because they're so young.
They're so young. Yeah. I mean, they could have at least changed that synopsis to read something a little more appropriate. 11-year-old girl fights to become to join this dance crew or become a professional dancer.
But sorry.
Now, I was just saying. Now it just feels like just trying to make it sound like an 11-year-old girl is trying to be a certain type of dancer. That's what kind of how it makes me feel when I read that. I was like, ew. But what about you?
Well, because of what it says is that they were trying to twerk their way to stardom.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're gonna do that, don't use 11-year-old girls.
Yeah. Like exactly.
Older ones. I mean, you can still use like teenagers trying to do a competition or something. Like you could, like older teenagers, not like 11-year-olds.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you almost fell into that R. Kelly answer.
Like 18-year-olds that are still in school, like are college cheerleading or something, but they like somehow are now wanting to go harder into like the dancing. Or like say they were whatever. You could like spin it any way you want, and you can use older people that will do this.
Yeah, I understand that that's usually the age, like or younger, where girls who are trying to get in like gymnastics and stuff like that. That's where they start. And there's TV shows out there where like it wasn't not Honey Boo Boo. What was that other show where they do the pageants and stuff like that? Is that Honey Boo Boo or whatever? It's like a reality TV show where they follow little girls. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, that like that shows like that with the moms, competing moms and stuff. And I get it, but I honestly, when I'm thinking about it now, when you read the synopsis, I get it that it was a play on words. Instead of twerk their way through, they were just trying to be funny. But these are 11-year-old girls. I don't want to hear my 11-year-old daughter is working her way through. Oh, did I say working? I mean twerking her way through elementary. Like that just sounds icky. It's just stupid. And
I don't think they should have done that.
They shouldn't have done that at all. At least Netflix should have known better than to keep the exact, because maybe that's what they wrote in French. In French, maybe it was like, aha, that's funny. She's not working her way, she's twerking her way. That's funny over here. But in America, no, you're gonna have every mom.
Yeah, especially with the child trafficking here.
Yeah, like, exactly. Big
deal. And like that is one thing I am so like that makes me angry. Like I don't get angry about a lot of things. And some things I feel like a lot of people take into context because I'm not one to really overact or be really sensitive about every little thing that happens in the world. And I don't take something as like wearing a Jamaican flag printed top with hoop earrings. I don't take that as, she's someone's just, being an awful person or it's racist or something, it's just like I'm not so sensitive to that where a lot of people are, but this is a,
but exploiting 11-year-old girls. Yeah. That's crazy.
And I'm so glad that we're finally being more aware of how bad the child trafficking industry is. It just blows my mind the information that I've learned over the past couple months. Yeah. And it needs to really get out there, and we need to fix this because this is just disgusting.
No, yeah. I totally agree. But question is, guys, let us know what you guys think about that. Put it in the box below, comment, and share your thoughts, concerns about that. Are you even aware, guys, of that show? I'm curious if any of you guys out there that's watched this, have you watched that show? I mean, is it? I don't. It's not of interest to me. If I watch any of it, maybe I'll watch just to see did they really go over the line with it, or maybe I don't to see it like that, or maybe I'll ask Joy to do it. I don't want to see it. But any of you guys
watch it. I'm like, feel like I'm like contributing to their profit.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. If I give them the click, then that does give it a point on as far as like a view. So yeah, you're right.
But if anyone has seen it and didn't know what they were getting themselves into, let us know. We'd love to hear about it because like I'm curious, but I don't want to contribute to their profit either.
Exactly. So put it in the box below, and we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. All right, guys. That'll do it for the for this episode right here. And just before we go, hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit the like button. It does help us out. Appreciate it. And just let us know what you guys thought about everything that we talked about. You can contact us at T3 Medias on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. So let us know what you guys think. And just stay active with us in the community, and we appreciate it. I want to thank once again Miss Amanda Pearson for joining and coming back to the show and helping us keep moving the show that she helped create. Where can people find you if they want to reach out to you online?
Mostly on Instagram. I feel like that's probably where I spend most of my time. I also do have my own sketch channel called Adventures in La La Land. It's more of just like sketch comedy, fun little sketches.
But not only that, I threw an idea at you, and you said you were going to do it. What's going on with the new project we talked about earlier?
Yes, awesome. Well, I was getting to that.
Oh,
that was my last thing. And
my bad.
Finally, yes, we are now. I am coming back to work with T3 Medias for a After Dark type of show. So it's more,
more stuff like the Grand Slam conversations. I think we should tag that and make that a thing. The Grand Slam. Let's go for a Grand Slam conversation and make that a segment. The Grand Slam.
I love it. Yeah. So please, yeah. So we will be starting that. Very excited for that. Can't wait. So please stay tuned, and you can find me there too.
Awesome, guys. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time to help us out, and look forward to everything that's going on in La La Land. I'm Chris Fagan. You can always find me at Chris Fagan 1980 on Twitter and also on Instagram. And this episode of Talking to the Medias was filmed in front of a live studio audience of people getting it on while wearing their mask. Stay safe out there, guys. You want to be protected at all times.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.